Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is kind of a special video because this is the first video that I'll be putting out since we hit that 300 subscriber mark. You guys are amazing. Y'all went out there, y'all hit that subscribe button and that like button. Y'all have left me tons of comments on my latest videos. Y'all have left me tons of likes, and it is super, just blows my mind how you guys have just come out and got me over that 300 subscriber mark. It's just amazing. To a lot of YouTubers, that may be small, but to me, it's amazing because I know every single one of you guys did not have to hit that subscribe button. Y'all didn't have to be like, hey, I like his videos, or hey, I want to give a thumbs up, or even a thumbs down for that matter. If you're watching my videos to leave a thumbs down, thank you, because at least you're here and you're watching my videos, whether you personally like me or not. But I want to say thank you for getting me over 300 subscribers, and now that we're here, I want to try and do even better and push out even more content and just continue to grow this brand and just bring more stuff to you guys. And I want y'all to go on this video and leave a comment. What do you want me to see me do in the future? Do you want me to do more competitive videos? Do you want me to do funnier videos? Do you want me to do more how to play? Do you want me to start a how to play series? Something that's more about, you know, interactions in the game and stuff like that. What do y'all want me to do? I'm here for you guys. I want to do things that y'all enjoy. I want to continue to make this grow and help people learn to play the Pokemon TCG and just enjoy it and have a fun time no matter what. But first off, let's get right into this deck that I'm going to be showing you today. So as everybody knows, I mainly do deckless videos, but today we are going to be focusing around Team Up Charizard. So this guy right here come out during the Team Up expansion, obviously, for Sun and Moon. Roaring Resolve, once during your turn, put 2 damage counters on your Pokemon, and then you get to add 2 fire energies from your deck to this Pokemon. So what that means is it charges up Continuous Blaze Ball, which does 30 damage plus 50 more for each card you discard. So what that means is you're automatically doing 130 damage. That's just with adding the 2 from the deck. If you attach for turn, that's 150. If you welder 2 more for turn, you're hitting like 280, and that's on your second turn. Of course, you have to evolve, and we are going with the Charmander here that has Ember for 30 damage. Discard a fire Pokemon from this, fire energy from this Pokemon. This right here can come in clutch because it's just 1 attack. If you hit for weakness, that's 60 damage. If you have a choice band, not choice band, if you're playing expanded choice band, but the new one, the Focus Sash or whatever it's called, it's not Focus Sash, it's I can't remember what it's called, but it does an extra 10. That's a knockout on a Jirachi. Now I don't play it in this deck list, but now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should. Also, we are playing 1 Turtonator. This guy right here, Explosive Jet, does 50 damage for each fire energy discard from your Pokemon. So if you've got a couple of these Charizards on the bench, that is automatically 200 damage just to discard for the Roaring Resolve. We also play, of course, 4 Jirachi. Now, this right here is the expensive part of the deck that I wish I could get rid of, but Jirachi is just too good, allowing you to look at your top 5 cards of your deck and put an item card into your, or a trainer card into your hand, rather, is just amazing. And what we're usually searching for is these rare candies. You know, sometimes supporters. The other big staple in this deck here is Rosa. Now, this card right here is absolutely amazing for Stage 1, Stage 2 decks. Search your deck. If you had a Pokemon knocked out, search your deck for a trainer card, a Pokemon card, and a basic energy and put it into your hand. So what that means, if you get a Jirachi knocked out, you're straight away able to go from a Charmander, you're able to search out your rare candy, your Charizard, and a basic energy. That means you're doing 180 damage just off the Rosa. Now, if you're able to attach earlier for turn, you're able to do a lot more damage, but obviously it allows you to get an attacker up right away next turn. We are, of course, playing 4 Quick Ball. This allows you to discard a card, search your deck for any basic Pokemon, and put it into your hand. And we are playing 1 Evolution Incense. Now, we're only playing 1 of this for a couple reasons. One, it's not as good in the early game to have Evolution Incense over Pokemon Communication, because with Pokemon Communication, if you have a Jirachi or a Charmander or a Turtonator in your hand that you don't necessarily need right now, you can get rid of it. Then you can play Pokemon Communication to shuffle it back into your deck and get out what you need. With Evolution Incense, you are only getting out in this case, in this deck, a Charizard. That's all it's going to get. Now, we do play 1 because it's nice to be able to use a Rosa down here. You know, maybe you already have a rare candy in your hand. You can get a Jirachi and an Evolution Incense and get out your Charizard. You know, something like that. We are playing 1 Ordinary Rod. This is also out of Sword and Shield. Choose one or both. Shuffle up to 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck, or shuffle up to 2 basic energy cards from your deck, or you can do both, shuffling 2 Pokemon and 2 energies for a total of 4 cards. This is one of the best cards in the Sword and Shield format. Once we lost Rescue Stretcher, any kind of retrieval kind of went away. We are also playing 1 Giant Hearth, 1 Heat Factory, 1 Heat Factory Prism Star. We are playing 3 Cynthia, 3 Welder. Now this could be bumped up to 4 depending on consistency, really is what it comes down to. Do you want to be playing more Welder? Do you want to be playing more Cynthia? Because in my experience playing this deck, Cynthia is a little bit... Cynthia is needed because there's going to be times you're going to have cards in your hand that you just need to shuffle back in and get new cards. And Welder is important, but it's not as important since we have Roaring Resolve, allowing you to get 2 cards out of your hand. And we also got to remember, in this format, there is no way right now to, unless you're up against the Alolan Ninetales, not Alolan Ninetales, the Ninetales, the Nine Temptations Ninetales, where they discard 2 fire energies and drag a Pokemon up. There is no real gusting effect in this. Pokemon Catcher is a thing, but it's on a coin flip, and it's kind of a hit and miss for you and for them. Now, it can be detrimental if it gets called up, but there's no real solid way, absolute way to get this guy up off the bench. So you're likely to be able to get off 2 or 3 Roaring Resolves if you need to get the KO. We are also playing 2 Lucky Egg. Now this card right here is one of the best, besides Ordinary Rod and Rosa, for setup decks, stage 2 decks like what we're playing here. Lucky Egg is amazing. So if the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from your opponent's attack, draw cards until you have 7 cards in hand. So what this means is you play a Cynthia, you get a bunch of dead cards, or you're able to just burn your hand down to where you have no cards left in deck or left in hand. You attach this to your active, it gets knocked out, you draw back to 7. It's like having it's almost like having a Sycamore, or maybe sometimes it's just a Howl getting you 3 extra cards. But it doesn't matter, because drawing extra cards in a deck like this that takes time to set up is absolutely amazing. That's not to mention you get to draw those. If you have 4 cards in hand, you get to draw 3 more cards, and then you get to draw for turn. So you got 4 cards just because one of your Pokemon was knocked out, which you want. You know, you don't necessarily want it to be knocked out, but they're only taking 1 prize card, so you're not too worried about it overall. We also play 3 Switch. There is a good case to bump this up to 4 for just consistency between retreating your Jirachis and stuff. We also play 2 Escape Board down here. That is obviously for Jirachi. 1 Great Catcher, because being able to pull up that ADP and knock it out on turn 2 if they haven't gotten set up, or even if they have gotten set up and they retreated or whatever, is just absolutely amazing. Or, you know, Mewtwo and Mew GX, or, you know, Charizard, or whatever you're going against. In my experience, we're playing one Pokemon Catcher. This will, of course, go away just as soon as the new Lysander drops. I think it's called Boss's Orders or something like that. But it's basically Lysander. This will go away and be replaced by that. We will probably be playing 2 of these. 2 of the Boss's Research, or whatever it's called, Boss's Orders, and dropping this all together, depending on how GX decks are doing at that time. 1 Giant Hearth, I think I already mentioned that. Anything else? We are playing 1 Volcanium. High Heat Blast does 110 damage if you have 4 energies on the field, 2 on him and 2 somewhere else. So it is a good little 1 prize stage or basic attacker that you can get up and get to swinging right off. Also, Flare Starter is really good. Search your deck for a fire energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. If you go second and did your first turn, you get to attach 3 instead. So being able to put down a couple Charmanders, spreading some energies around with High Heat Blast, allowing you to take that return knockout on you know, on your next turn with Rare Candy and a Charizard, then you know, you're able to really get swinging there. But it's not really the main focus. You know, hitting 110 is also awesome. You can knock out Jirachis and stuff like that fairly easy. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the deck. I mean, it works really well. Of course, it is a Rare Candy Stage 2 deck, so it is going to have some drawbacks. It is going to be a little bit inconsistent. I've tried my best to mitigate that. If you've got any ideas, let me know. Also, I want to mention, now I've never done this before in a video, but I got some plugs I want to give out. So I have recently become a affiliate with TCG Player. I will have the affiliate link in the description. If you guys are interested in any of these cards in real life, please consider using my link to go on to TCG Player and purchase those cards. Now, I get a little bit of a kickback for that. I have not currently gotten any kickbacks from that. So whoever purchases the first cards through my link, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, it doesn't raise your price or anything like that. TCG Player is giving that to me for drawing traffic, for drawing them extra traffic. So if y'all are interested in that kind of deal, please, I would be honored and appreciate it so much if you guys would do that. Anything, I promise that anything that I would get monetary wise that would come in from anything like that would be put directly back into the channel to make the channel even bigger and better. Hopefully put out more videos, more consistent videos. I know I post once a week already, but maybe 2 or 3 times a week would be amazing. But yeah, if you want to do that, also I have a Patreon. Now the Patreon is kind of I don't really care for Patreon because a lot of people put it behind paywalls, put stuff behind paywalls. They do like articles and stuff like that, and I really want to just give everybody whatever I give out, my content. I want to give it to you for free, you know, just as a thank you for being willing to take the time to watch my videos and subscribe and all that. So there is absolutely no reason for you guys to join the Patreon. I think I have a $1 tier and like a $5 tier maybe, and the $5 tier I'll give out a shout out to anyone. Like my if you were for some reason, some crazy reason to join my $5 Patreon, I would shout your name out at the end of every video. And my $1 tier is just a $1 tier to say, you know, thanks for, you know, I want to support the channel or whatever. It's not important, but it would blow my mind if you guys did something like that. Anyway, I thought I'd shout it out because I've never done it before. I'm kind of awkward about the whole money thing. I don't want to make money, but on the other hand, if I had a little bit extra coming in, I could afford to upgrade my equipment. I could afford to go to more tournaments and do more things to have more videos for you guys, which is the whole goal to begin with. But anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you again for 300 subs, and we'll see you in the next one.